How many times have I got to tell you? Stop it! No. 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 The joys of puppy mothering. Anyway, good morning. It's actually good afternoon, I think. I just uploaded yesterday's vlog. Ow. Oh, don't bite. Bite your back. Anyway, sorry. Ow. You're vicious. You're vicious. You're biting me. How? Anyway, enough of me. Let's turn this off before I get copyrighted. My first reaction when I got up was, I can't do this. I hurt too bad. My back's killing me. So I've had to calm myself down and say, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't get done, it doesn't matter. I get myself really stressed. Look, Richard and Judy are on this morning. I got to go. I got to listen to what they got to say. Okay, sorry, had to watch Richard and Judy on this morning. Richard doesn't seem to be ageing at all, and Judy is an old lady. How does that happen? I mean, she's had some false teeth put on her top row, bless her. And she's speaking a bit, I don't know if they're new and she can't quite cope with them. But I was more focused on the fact that she couldn't talk with her new teeth. And they're a totally different colour to the bottom row. So I'd say, I'm sure they're not poor. She needs to go back to her dentist and have a bit of a word in his shell-like, because they look like something she's bought out of Tesco's and just shoved in. Anyway, Richard looking as handsome as ever. I found out something that's a bit sad. They run the book club, don't they? And they take on debut authors. But apparently I've cancelled myself out of ever being in a competition like that, because I've self-published a novel. So I'm no longer unpublished, despite the fact that only about 10 people have ever bought it. I'll have to write under a pseudonym. Right, what I was trying to tell you is that I got up and I thought, I can't do it. I've got so many things that need building. I've got 2 stools, 1 beauty cart and a desk. And she's back tomorrow and I'm thinking it's just never getting done. And then the beds need changing and all the chores need doing and the dogs need walking. If you've got a man that's spare, or just a strong woman, if you could just send them my way for the day, that would be lovely. Help! I need somebody. Stools, desks, beauty carts to build, chores, dogs. Help! Send me help! I just bought myself some CBD oil. So, I've ordered it online. It's a bit of a shock at the price of it. Oh, I don't know, I was expecting 30, 40 quid. £150. So, let's hope it might work and I can use it instead of Cocodamol, and it might just help me get off all my drugs and I can just spend a fortune on CBD oil. To the person that was asking the doctor about it, apparently it's not prescribed. Although it's been accepted that it could be prescribed, it's only been prescribed 6 times in the UK. And because there aren't enough tests, isn't enough research to back it up at the moment, they're not prescribing it. So it's a case of buying it. So I'm going to give it a go. I got it from somewhere called, well, First of all, I follow a singer who's local to us called Lauren Bannon. Lauren, Loren, I think is her professional name. She's an up-and-coming singer, songwriter. And as I said, she's from Weymouth. Baby Bear is quite friendly with her, bizarrely. Because she was sort of... she was on The Voice, if you recall. You probably don't, but she was on The Voice, and I think she was the runner-up. But Baby Bear is very friendly with her. Speaks to her on social media quite a bit. But Lauren was saying she suffers really badly with anxiety and depression, and she was struggling with the tour and all the new bits and bobs she was doing. So she tried this, and she recommended this company. It's also local to me in Bournemouth, which is a positive, I think. So I will let you know how I get on. Right, in the meantime, I've got a lot to do. So I'm going to try and build one of these stalls before I take the boys out. Moo's moaning at me. I'm going to assume he's hungry. I'm just going to put this one... I'm sort of doing a bit, going away, doing a bit, going away. It's knackering. Absolutely knackering. And the instructions just like made me want to scream. So I've had to calm myself down. I've then folded the piece of paper up so I can only see one step at a time. And then I'm concentrating on the one step, because I'm no good with these instructions. I look at them and I go into complete and utter meltdown. Yes, I'll feed you in a minute. Please stop shouting at me. But my Marilyn picture's up. I've got that up. And I'm in the middle of building this desk. These are the bits for the desk. So I'm hoping it'll go here and here. Didn't measure it before I thought about it. All right, Moo, please stop moaning at me. I know you're hungry. Okay, I'll be there in a minute. Bear fam, I have conquered. I have done it. Here's a message to you. If you really want to do something, push, 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 and push a bit more, and you'll probably get there eventually. It felt like I kept hearing in my head, you can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs, because the last 3 days, this house has been upside down, back to front, and I still haven't finished dragging rubbish out. And after paying the man to come and remove all the rubbish a couple of weeks ago, I've got another load now, so yeah. But the spare room has been transformed. It's not finished. It's not finished. There's bits that I need, and there's a makeup trolley to come, and so on and so forth. But it is very, very close. Very, very close. So I am going to show you, just moving one little thing. Oh, don't knock that off. How? Right, here we go. The dogs. And that's some of the trash that still needs to go away. But here we go. There's a desk that I have put together. A corner desk. The mirror, the 3-sided mirror that illuminates. More desk space. The 2 beauty stools. One of those. That, as I showed you a minute ago. And then I haven't decided on this corner yet. We had a conversation about this before, didn't we? And there's things up here that I need to sort. But for now, having worked my bottom off, I'm pretty chuffed. Do you like this? Share the love. Hashtag BearFam. Capture the moment. I liked that. And these have got chalkboards on the front, so I've put the little boxes, clear clutter, make space for you. I've made one for, well, I haven't made one, bought one for Baby Bear. These were reduced in Home Bargains, by the way. I think they were $2.99. And one for Mummy Bear, which I think I've put the extra nozzle for the Dyson in for now. Yeah. The pods here, at the moment it's got the hairdryer, the straighteners and a pair of scissors for now. I've just literally taken the Dyson heat mat out of its thing, so it's still a bit roly-poly. Yeah, I've got the big plug thing here. And then when Ellie's got homework to do, she can sit here. I mean, this whole desk here, I can just move all this over to here, and she can sit here and work. Yeah, chuffed. It probably needs a blind or some curtains, or I don't know, but it's got no blinking curtain pole, so. Yeah, and the cart's not arrived yet. The little cart. There's a little cart with drawers for makeup, which I suspect will go here. And that's the last piece of the puzzle, really. That's not it. Right, I've even put a light bulb in. Quite an achievement. This room hasn't had a light bulb in a few years. Right, so looking somewhat different to how it was a few days ago. I'm chuffed with myself. I am chuffed with myself. And right now I'm going to go and have a beer, feed the dogs, have something to eat, come and have a bath and go to bed. I was just thinking how well I'd managed to get my tent through the weather overnight. And it's all dried out, and I was just thinking, oh, maybe it'll be all right. It's a bit stretched where the water gathered. Apparently the next 2 days are going to be worse, so I don't think it'll last somehow. It probably won't be there by the time Baby Bear gets back. Also a bit worried. They're saying about flights and whatever, struggling. They're meant to be coming back tomorrow. Anyway, I knew my good mood wouldn't last long. No, I'm chuffed. I'm chuffed with myself. A, for clearing that room. I was quite chuffed just to get it empty. B, for building the desk and facing my fear. Because I just didn't want to go near it. This morning I was trying to convince myself that my back was too bad to do it, but I decided just to do my normal and come on, you got to get on with this for Baby Bear's sake. Not for Baby Bear's sake, but I just wanted her to come back to something nice and be proud of me. And to know that I'm not quite as useless as maybe she thinks I am. So the house is clean and hoovered and done because I did that. I've done the desk. I've done the stools. I've put the mirror up. I've done the decal on the wall. I've hung the pictures. I've put the knickknacks in. Just haven't put the makeup and all that in there yet, but it'll get there. And we're back to square one, people. The things come off the wall. The whole thing has blown away. Snapped. It's down the bottom in a heap. And the canvas is there trying to wrap up some of my cushions. All in all, the garden is back to square one. Thanks to the seasonally beautiful weather and the gale force winds. I don't think I better go up the hill today, I might get lost. Hope Ellie's alright. I'm worried sick because Ellie's in the air right now. I should be glad when I get a message saying they've landed. I know planes fly in bad weather all the time, but I've only got one little girl. My kitchen has got a honk. I thought it was the bin, but I'm not sure what it is actually. Difficult to tell. Right, off to find the honk. Just realised I didn't really explain my appearance in the last bit of video. I spent an hour, I literally came down and I found the tent, if you want to call it a tent, awning thing. Half in next door's garden, half in this one, snapped in a couple of places. the canopy billowing like a sail. It was a mess. Literally, it took me an hour to untangle everything because I'd put lights on it, so the lights were all tangled up. And sad. I'm a bit sad. You know, I spent a while making it a nice little getaway. But, you know, I'm probably really lucky if that's all that's happened to me today in this horrific wind. I'm a bit tearful, a bit silly because God, look at me. Ellie's in the air at the moment on a plane, and all I keep thinking is she'll blow away too. Ridiculous, utterly ridiculous. Anyway, I had to scrape all the metalwork and pull it all down the garden and twist it up and try and get it somewhere where it wouldn't cause any more grief. And then I've had to detangle the sail and the lights, hence why I was looking like the wild woman of Borneo. I've come in and tried to, I haven't had a shower yet, so I'm probably still looking like the wild woman of Borneo. But I just realised that I probably hadn't explained to you why. It's like it had just disappeared, like it and tidied itself up. When of course it hadn't. I should be much happier when I hear that Ellie's grounded and back in the UK. She sent me a message saying, "I love you, taking off soon." And I was still asleep. And of course I've got this ridiculous idea in my head that, like, doesn't matter. I'm sure you follow my train of thought. I think the last few days of pushing myself and pushing myself and pushing myself have taken their toll. Haven't had my pills yet, which probably doesn't help either. Right, I'm going to try and pull myself together. I'm being really stupid. Me again. I was just thinking, if you haven't got fibro, you won't understand why I say the last few days have taken their toll and why that makes me weepy. So I'm going to explain it to you. On a good day when I start, it's like when you've done a full day's work and you're feeling a little physical exhaustion, quite a bit of psychological exhaustion. That's where I start my day from. So then I push myself for a day and then I'm feeling exhausted. When I got up yesterday morning, like I said, I just 2 trips up the ladder into the loft with stuff over 2 days, all the carrying, all the lugging up the stairs of the desk, the mirrors, just too much, too much. So come yesterday morning, like I said, when I got up, I just thought, I cannot cope with this. And then the thought of pleasing a baby bear. I know it's ridiculous and you can all damn me for it. And let's face it, the fibro's not going anywhere, so life's never going to get any easier. So I pushed. I pushed yesterday. And I got it done. But the result was I could barely move in the bed this morning. I had to literally roll myself out again. And I get down here and then there's all that out there. My little den is gone. Ellie's in the air. And my psychological resilience, which is normally pretty low anyway, has gone. I'm exhausted. My body feels like I've been pummeled by an elephant. Still got a bed to make yet and a room to clear up from all the rubbish. And I need to know she's safe, and then things might get better. But bar Ordering a takeaway and getting her room sorted. I don't think... Oh, I've got to walk dogs as well. Okay, Beth, I'm feeling much, much better. Apart from the fact everything's blowing everywhere in the garden. House tidy as much as I can. Taking the tablecloth off. I wasn't feeling that tablecloth, despite it being the right pattern and everything. I'd rather have it like that. Better colour contrast. And I've put the table up full round just because I fancy a change. Tweeters I haven't let out today. I meant to do that, and they've been harassing me all day for it. Right. I've just got hold of Baby Bear. She says I've got 45 minutes, so I've showered. I'm going to go get sweaty again, because that's just the way I roll. No, I'm clean, ready for a cuddle. House as tidy as I can get it on top of everything else I've done. I'm in quite a bit of pain with my back. Every time I turn around, the dogs have made a mess again. Much as I love them. Don't know why I want it all tidy for her. She's used to the place. She lives here. Silly, innit? Anyway, so I'm going to get my socks on, get my shoes on, get out of here, have a quick walk with them, and then get ready to give my little bear a cuddle.
Gorgeous. I'm gorgeous. You're gorgeous. She's a gorgeous. You're a gorgeous. I am the one only traveller.
Dallas's dad is concerned that his kids might lose touch with their traveller heritage.
You get to see that they've been mixing with non-travellers because they pick up on some of the words. They come out and think, oh, that's awesome, or something like that, and you think, yeah, that's not what you say. As long as they don't forget who they are.